You guys ready to watch the husband and wife get ready for this fancy holiday party? Watch us get our hair done, my makeup, and see me in this fancy dress. Alright guys, if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll see you guys soon. Yep, that's how I feel. I have no idea what's going on, but my allergies is just skyrocket high. That I blow my nose so much around my nose and just right above my cupid's bow. My skin is so dry and patchy that I had to put extra moisturizer around that area because I didn't want the makeup to settle in that area. So of course we're getting ready for this holiday fancy party. I'm gonna bust out some gold eye patches. This is by Peter Thomas Roth. They're very cooling to help with the puffing but also brightening. I just don't want any fine lines under my eyes, especially when I'm putting extra eye concealer because under my eyes are super dark. So after I put these on, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and do some self-tanning to my legs. After I let that sit on my legs, I'm gonna brush my teeth using my Clarisonic here, or no, not Clarisonic, Sonic here. My goodness, I always mix them up together. But I'm just gonna brush my teeth, and now that these are done, I'm going to recycle them and use them on my laugh lines. I've been using this lip collagen plumper thing. I don't know if it's doing any good, but I really want my lips to be plumpy, especially when I'm wearing like a nude color because I just want my lips to look a bit fuller without going under the knife, you know? So comment below if you guys ever tried using it. So I'm still sitting around waiting for everything. Yes, it was so cold. I'm gonna put on some deodorant because you know a girl has to smell good. Especially when you're wearing sleeveless shirts or dresses and you're hugging people. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my brows. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got them cleaned up for this party just because they're just growing all crazy. But they actually are a little bit thinner than my average brows, so I do have a bit difficulty filling in my brows like I normally do. So you'll see I'm just kind of like, yeah, I just didn't like it. I just really like my full brows. I mean, she just basically cleaned up the bottom, but I just felt like it looks really thin. I mean, do you guys like that my eyebrows are a little bit more archy and more shaped this way? Or do you guys like it more fuller? Comment below what do you guys think. I do like my brows a bit fuller though, but I guess I have to get used to more of the shaped and arched brows if that suits me better. So I've been using Scotch tape to really create smoky eye looks just because I feel the look comes out more detailed and more fluid, especially with the blending, especially when I'm using a cut crease. So I just want my look to be really flawless today. And as you can see, I'm not satisfied with my brows, so I had to go back and fill in with powder, which still didn't make a difference, but whatever. Every time I use this Lorac Pro palette, it really does give my end results a satisfaction. Like seriously, it gives me that smoky look that I am envisioning in my head, and I just love the formulations of the shadows. It's very creamy. Again, it's easy to blend. It's just one of my ultimate favorite palettes. Plus, I also use this during my weddings. So this is a win-win, and I'm not sure if they still sell this, but if you guys can get your hands on it and you guys love this dark, smoky, versatile look, you guys need to get this. So I'm just working on the outer crease here, just kind of creating like a V shape. With the tape, it really does give me that guideline, so I don't have to make my eye look really smudgy or bring it all the way across my eye crease. I hardly use this color from my Shape Tape concealer because it's actually really light, and I just found this in my drawer and I was like, I need to use this light shade for my cut creases because if it's too light for me now, I can actually use it for shadows.
find a new way where the sun's shining down on my face. I'm running away. You're in a toxic relationship.
Now I'm really taking my time using a flat shadow brush with the concealer to really create that perfect base for my next shadows on my lids. Now I'm going to take that bronzy color and I'm just going to pack it all over my lid space. And by using this tapered brush, I can really go over that cut crease area without going over all the way to the crease and making it look muddy. Now I'm going to go back with that dark black color and just kind of intensify the outer corners just a slight bit more. Then I'm always going to take my blending brush and buff everything out, and this tape doesn't seem to want to come off my face, so I'm kind of like freaking out right now, like, oh my gosh, it's stuck on my face. I'm going to take a highlighted color and just highlight my brow bone area. Curl my lashes as I normally do, and I'm going to put on my favorite pair of dramatic lashes after I put on some waterproof mascara.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see.
I have really big pores around my nose and cheek areas that I like to put on a pore filling primer just so that my makeup is nice and smooth. And then of course I'm going to use a more hydrating or glowy or any other type of primers on the outer parts of my face. Let's go ahead and get some color correction going on. As I mentioned, under my eyes are really dark. And of course around my nose is super red, so I'm going to use this Bobbi Brown color corrector and just apply it on to all the discoloration, which is like everywhere on my face. Using my Ride or Die foundation by Givenchy, this is the Photo Perfection. I'm going to build this with 2 pumps because I really want a full coverage tonight. Although you can basically build any foundation, this foundation in particular, since it is a water base, it's not going to look or feel heavy and cakey if I do 2 pumps of an application. This foundation does give a nice glowy satin finish, but it's very airy. So I'm going to tightline my eyes because I don't want my skin to peek through from my falsies. And of course my baby's like, "Mommy, can you please carry me?" And of course I'm like, yes, you can sit on my lap. And of course he doesn't want to get off, so I'm like taking him everywhere, opening my drawers. Of course he doesn't want to kiss me, but I love me, so sweet. You guys know how I feel about face powder, but since I'm attending an event, I was telling myself I need to set my face with powder. So I'm just going to use a small amount and just set the foundation. Of course, I'm going to use my favorite bronzer and just kind of chisel out those cheekbones because you know that holiday weight is still carrying from last year and I'm adding more. I think I went a bit ham on the contouring, but it's all good because no one will see it in the dark. Gonna go ahead and apply on some highlighter. And I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line to mirror everything from the top of my eyes.
Taking me home. One thing really do.
Alright, let's line these lips and see if it looks plump from that collagen booster. I actually didn't put on any lipstick after this because I needed to curl my hair. So you'll see I put on my lipstick towards the end. I'm going to highlight my inner eye corners because we need to look fancy tonight. And I'm going to speed up the process. See, I went ham. I just kept adding contour like bronzer. But I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process. If you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and put the link down for my hair tutorial. So after I'm done curling my hair and I do a little happy dance, it is time to glam up my husband. He just got out of the shower, so I'm going to blow out his hair. But before I do that, I'm going to moisturize his face. I asked him if he preferred using his own moisturizer, which is still mine. But he was like, no, let's try yours because it's a little bit heavier since my skin is dry. And he was like, you got it on my lashes. I was like, well, my bad. It's not my fault I have some long ass lashes. Well, lucky you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and protect his hair with some heat protectant. Gonna section his hair and I'm just gonna blow out his hair with a round brush. And as you can see, he's like, I want big hair. I'm like, okay. So I'm just using this round brush and I'm just gonna dry it to create some volume. Now my husband understands when tofu wants to sit on my lap when I'm doing hair and makeup. So again, I'm just gonna blow out his hair and just really create some volume at the roots. So I'm just going to take a teasing brush and I'm just going to back comb his hair. And I'm really teasing at the roots so it has more volume. He actually naturally has wavy hair, so he does have a lot of body and volume to his hair, which I'm so jealous of. But I'm just going to take my rat tail comb and just make it look more clean. And since I blew out his hair, it's not going to be wavy, but I just want to make that nice poof. So I'm going to take a little bit of a flexible working hairspray. I'm going to spray all the hair in place and do a final comb so there's no little hair sticking out. Now I'm going to actually tuck in his hair to make it more of a poof, but a controlled poof. And I'm going to tuck it in and kind of create like a little ducktail towards the back of his head that you'll see in just a moment. Since his hair is a little bit on the longer side, I'm going to take a pin and just discreetly pin it on the side so it doesn't fall over his ears. Take a finishing spray by Kenra, and this is going to help secure the hair in place. I'm going to poof it up just a little bit more and then use a little bit more spray on his little ducktail. I've been into this IG story lately, so I was like, I'm gonna post a story on his hair, and I was just so focused on being steady when I was photographing him. I tripped over his leg and I was like, oh my gosh, so embarrassing. But anyways, it's time for mama to get ready. So here's my dress. I know I didn't really get good shots of my dress and pictures, but I just wanted to spray and tease a little bit of my hair and put on my lipstick. I didn't take any pictures. Well, I did at the event, but the lighting was so bad that I'll show you in the next few clips, but it just didn't do any justice. So I just ended up taking a picture by my Christmas tree and it just didn't look good either. So my dress in my office here looks a lot better. So here's the final look of me, and I'll show you some pictures. Oh, if you're interested in what I did with my nails, that's what I did. I did all three like a crazy person. Yep. Just on my ring finger, but the beige color was on every other fingers. So here's my final look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this husband-wife duel get ready with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video.